Hello, how you doing? I'm gonna talk about this, Peach McIntyre, Delusional. Now, I want you to know that I have no obsession with her. I don't watch her videos, but about 5 seconds every 3 months, max. Okay, I just don't watch her videos that often. It's just nothing to see there. Okay, that's not. It's nothing for me to take from the videos, but I'm just noticing stuff. She's delusional on so many levels. I have seen her type of behavior when I was young, where women have baby after baby by a man who does not want them, who wants somebody else. But they keep having baby after baby to keep him. Okay. And I guess eventually some of the men do go with that woman, or sometimes they just don't. But I've seen it time and time again. I've definitely saw it as a teenager. I saw it as a young adult, where women just have baby after baby by a man just to keep him, to make the man love her. That's what I'm saying. Um, she's delusional that he loves her. She's delusional about that because she said that he told her "F you." What you doing sleeping with a man that says that to you? What kind of marriage is that? What kind of even boyfriend is that? Why would you say that to a man? Why would you sleep with a man like that who says "F you"? Okay, in your house too. Okay, she's delusional that she's a half decent mother, which she isn't. Can we be real for a minute? She is not a half decent mother, even half decent. Not only not decent, she's not even half decent. Can we be real? Now, what's going to happen, in my opinion, is that those children are going to get PTSD at a later date. They're going to start acting out at age 13. Why? Because she's a poor mother. See, right now they're smiling, they're playing with toys, they look happy because they're children. It's the nature of children to play, the nature of children to smile. But when they get older, they're gonna have PTSD because they know she's a bad mother. Okay, they're gonna start acting out at 13 and up. You will see the food she feeds them is nothing but slop and nothing but slop. That's all it is. Okay, I'm not even sure if the children are clean. I'm not even sure about that. Well, I guess what they get their hair washed when they go to the hairdresser, whatever. Okay. Uh, in my opinion, she doesn't want to be bothered with him anyway. That's why she put the baby in daycare and all that because she don't want to be bothered with him. It has nothing to do with content and YouTube and all that. The babies look exhausted and unhappy. That's what my observation is. Babies should smile. Children should smile. They're supposed to be squealing and smiling. They don't smile. I don't see them smiling. Um, she's delusional that she has money when the truth is that she's broke. She can't even, by her own admission, she can't even pay her own rent. That's very pathetic, isn't it? She's delusional that she has money when she's broke. Now, what I think with all this stuff is just a skit to get clicks, to get subscribers. She's saying her husband's cheating on her. There's the condom and all that. Look, I think that is just a skit to get clicks. It's clickbait. It's just to get clicks and just to get more subscribers. Um, what she's doing is selling misery. That's what she's doing, selling misery. She has absolutely no sense to save money, not even $20. No sense to save money for each of her children. And she doesn't really know how to be pregnant. She bounces around. And, this last child was born with conditions because of all that bouncing around. She's still bouncing around with twins. And so the twins are in the womb. Their heads are banging like that because she's stupid and she's banging around. And so I just wonder if those twins are going to be born with head injuries. That's what I wonder. The truth is, what's the truth? Her life is chaotic. She's not thriving in chaos. When people say you thrive in chaos, what they mean is that you have projects. You organize the projects, and those projects look chaotic to another person, but you got them all in order. I don't see that in her. I don't see her with projects, no organization. what I see is just a chaotic life. Buy toys, buy a ton of food, buy a ton of fast food, screw wood, die. Okay. Now I think what would happen is eventually everything will implode on her. Either everything will either explode or everything will implode. Her life is just chaotic. And the tragedy is gonna be the children. They're gonna be the first casualty. It's those children. That's sad. Yeah, CPS has already been called on her once or twice. That's a warning sign right there. Okay. Um, I have seen people who live a life of extremes. Unfortunately, I did know some people who live a life of extremes, extreme eating, just an extreme lifestyle. Everything they do is just the simple things. I remember this girl in middle school who was wild. I remember we were learning how to do a forward roll and the backward roll in gymnasium in the gym class, and she was just instead of her doing it in a rather graceful way, she would just go bam, bam, bam. She just had a life, and she was wild in middle school, and she was wild in high school, even though she was a great singer. And so that was a life of extremes, and she died, I guess, in her 50s, something like that. A life of extremes. And then I knew a person who ate bad food. All these Burger King super burgers with all that meat on it. Go. And like you see these people who have a life of extremes. These people who have these mukbangs every day to eat enough food for 8 people. So people who have a life of extremes, they're not going to live. They're going to, a lot of times they die young. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Okay. But I have seen this, people who have a life of extremes, extreme eating, buy everything, extreme shopping, extreme spending the money, everything. So in my opinion, she has a life of extremes, and it's chaotic, and eventually it will either implode or explode. And I don't know what's going to happen to those kids. I guess maybe she better be prepared for foster care. Maybe that's something she need to think about, is just getting somebody else to raise her children. Adoption, put her children up for adoption, because she strikes me as a person who can only handle one, at the max one, or at the very max 2 children. And that's what my impression of her is, that she cannot handle any more than 2 children gracefully. But as it is, she has 7 and 2 more to go. I don't know of any solutions. I suggest she get on welfare, start over. We all have to start over in life. If our lives are going on a bad trajectory, sometimes we need to start over. We need to regroup ourselves and just start over. I would suggest she get on welfare, get some health care, and get on welfare. Okay, that's my suggestion. But she's delusional. She's delusional on a lot of levels. She's delusional that she's a good mother, or even a half decent mother. She's delusional that she has money, which she doesn't. Uh, she's delusional that her life is organized, when truth is chaos. She's delusional that her husband loves her. She's delusional that she even has a marriage, a half decent marriage. That's delusional. I don't have any solutions. Maybe you have some solutions. Bye.